Alright. Alright. Welcome back to SHOKES World. Got a very special guest, longtime friend, probably my oldest friend, Tyler Austin Greer, aka Dickface. Actually, aka Busta Stacks, right?
No, it was actually Busta Italian, and then it was Busta XO.
Busta XO. How did we come up with Busta? Alright, well, what is Busta?
Wow.
Alright, well, first off, Busta was a dance group. So,
Oh my
about
god,
what was it? Probably like 10 years ago now. 10 years ago, you, me, and Eli started a dance group called Busta, the Bustas. Why the fuck did we do that?
I don't know, dude, but I remember doing it in the pool.
Yeah, we did it in the empty pool. Was it on ice?
Yeah, dude. Yes, it was.
That shit was stupid. Eli's name was like Busta Come to Me, and Busta. It's like, was it like Busta Molly or Busta Heroin?
Dude, it was something like that. It's just like a glorified like Happy Feet dance.
Yeah.
If you ever saw
It's
like
just
Happy Feet.
if anyone ever saw it, no one's ever seen it, thank God. But
The Facebook page is still up though.
Shit.
Yeah, it's still up.
What was the name of the Facebook page?
I don't know. Bustas.
The Bustas.
Yeah.
My name was like Busta Boyardee, which was pretty dope. What was it before that, or was it after that?
Dude, to be honest, I don't know. No, it was Busta Terrorist. That was what Eli was. Busta Terrorist. And then I was Busta XO. Where the hell did the XO come from? Dude, I don't know, man.
Probably like exotic.
Yup, that's exactly what it was.
Exotic weed.
Jeez. That's so whack.
Do you smoke now?
No.
You don't smoke weed?
No.
You don't smoke cigarettes?
No.
Really?
I don't have any cigarettes in my pocket.
Are you being for real?
I don't know.
Dude, we started, well, really like, I don't know, we started smoking really young, huh?
Yeah.
Probably
Younger
like
than most,
8.
probably.
Yeah. The first time I
Jesus.
smoked weed was probably like when I was 8.
Yeah. It seems about right. Probably.
Well,
Fuck, dude.
I remember one time you said that you got so high that you blew like a 2.0 on a drunk blower, on a blow test. Is that true?
That is not true. I believe I said it, but it's not true. God, bro, such a liar. I was such a liar.
Wait, so you really don't smoke anymore?
Marijuana?
Yeah.
I do not.
Really? Why?
I'm a grown ass man. Nah, I just grew up, man. I just drink. I'm a family man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Babe.
You did just have a kid. I'm gonna get into it right now, but I guess we can. Dude, what is it like? You just had a kid. How long ago was that? Like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks and like 3 days.
Really? Is that just like crazy? Or what?
It was. And now it's kind of just like, it's my life.
Really?
Yeah. It's cool though. Like, I'm cool with it.
What's she like?
She's mean.
Really?
Yeah.
To you?
Yeah. She likes to punch.
Really?
Yeah. Like she was punching me in the chin. And she's a fighter, dude.
Really?
She's gonna be like the next like Rose Namajunas.
Really?
Probably not. I hope not. She'll probably get beat up.
Really?
In school, yeah, because I can't fight.
What's that got to do with her?
Just got my blood in her, man. It's just like that, man. There's like a saying where they say like, "Mama ain't raising no bitch."
Uh-huh.
Mama raised a bitch. Nah, not really. Nah, but it's cool. Like honestly, it really is cool. Like, it's like a little mini me, man.
Do you feel different?
Yeah. I feel like I grew up really fast after that.
Like right after you found out, or right after she was born?
Right after she was born.
Really?
Like I haven't even like touched a video game, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
The new video games a lot before that?
Yeah. Played a lot of Fortnite.
Really?
A lot of like 2K and like.
But now you haven't touched a video game?
Okay, maybe I'm lying a little bit because like when I got paid last week, I went out and bought a Nintendo Switch to play Smash Bros.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't played it yet. So.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's true that like that feeling when you first have a kid, like when you first touch your kid, it just like all changes.
Yeah, like life changing. And my dad said that to me, and I was just like, nah, dude. I'm still gonna play video games. Still gonna be out here and doing my thing or whatever I do, even though I don't do much. But yeah, dude, it's life changing for sure.
I don't play video games at all.
Yeah. It's an addiction.
Really?
Yeah. Remember we used to stay up like playing skate, dude?
Yeah.
Like all night.
All night we play skate.
I used to love that game.
Yeah. We used to play UFC too.
That's what I was just about to say, dude. Yeah, like that's an addiction. For sure.
Really? Not of mine. Like I've never gotten hooked on video games. Probably the best video game, most I was ever hooked is probably MW2.
Dude, like I didn't even get a job till I was like 19. Like that's how
Because
bad I
of
was
video
playing
games?
video games. Nah, dude, I might have been 20, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because of video games?
Yeah. Like I was just staying up till like 10 in the morning, like I was 14 again, dude, just playing like Fortnite.
So you Twitch, right? Or you used to Twitch before you had a kid?
Yeah.
What is Twitch? Because I have no idea what that is. All I know is that it's you like recording your face and you playing the game, right? How does it work?
It's just like live streaming, really, for the most part.
Just live streaming.
You don't have to use a face cam if you don't want to. But, like a face cam. People can see your face and your reaction. I think it like brings like an audience, you know what I'm saying? I'm serious.
Yeah, no, I was just laughing because I was burping.
Oh. Yeah, but yeah, I did that. And
No, so like, do you make money from Twitch?
you can.
Have you?
I've got donations, but I haven't like. It's like there's like a threshold. Like okay, you have to have like 75 concurrent viewers to get partnered with Twitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like 75 people have to be watching it, and then you get like a partnership, and then I think you get paid like every month. I don't know how much money it is. I'm assuming it's a lot of money. That's that Ninja dude. You know Ninja is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he makes a lot of money, bro. Like 14 million a year.
Just from playing games?
Yeah, playing Fortnite specifically. Yeah, it's wild though. He played like Halo and everything. Though.
Like, do you know how people get paid from it?
Yeah, like just donations and getting big, man.
Like, so Twitch pays people?
Yeah, when you get to like that 75 viewer threshold and you're like staying above 75 viewers, they'll partner you and they'll pay you every month, like just a regular job would.
Mm-hmm.
But it's only every month.
Hmm.
But I think they have like royalties in your pay and shit like that.
No, he's Ninja. He's just big all around now.
Yeah.
He's got other stuff.
He's got like a, what was it, Budweiser? Bud Light? He's got a Bud Light sponsor, dude.
Mm-hmm.
PSD
on, like,
underwear.
TV now.
Yeah, dude. Like he was on Ellen, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I wish. I'm gonna be on Ellen one day.
Yeah. I thought you'd have more to say about your kid.
I mean, I don't know really that well yet, man. She don't really do much. She just sleeps.
Really?
Sleeps and eats food, man.
Do you think she likes you or her mom more?
Oh, definitely her mom.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Like I'll have her like in my arms and I'm just like she'll be crying and I'll be like okay, like trying to like give her like a pacifier or whatever. Give her to Charlene and she's fine. Like she doesn't like me.
Does she breastfeed?
I'm trying to say, man. Nah, she like breast pumps you.
Okay.
You're a child, bro.
I was just trying to throw a curveball at you.
Yeah, I hear you. So what you been up to, man?
Nothing. Just working. Doing this podcast shit. Making this YouTube money. What about you?
I'm working, man. Work. Dude, actually, speaking of work, dude, so, like, now that I'm on, like, these weird hours, like, I don't even have, like, a life, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sleeping when I get home, and then I'm just going to work, sleeping when I get home, going to work. Dude, even on my off days, I'm sleeping and just going to work, because, like, I'm sleeping through my off days.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it's, like, terrible.
So you feel like you don't have any free time?
Yeah. Like, not at all.
Hmm.
Yeah, dude. It's wild. It's a rocky road. I get paid good, though.
Mm-hmm.
Paid every week. I don't know where my money goes, though.
Probably to your damn kid, hopefully.
Got me with that one.
No, I'm just joking, but what'd you think about the Anderson Silva Adesanya fight? Or how do you even say that dude's name?
Israel Adesanya.
Israel Adesanya.
Yeah.
What'd you think about that
That's
one?
crazy. That's my favorite fighter, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Your
dude.
new favorite fighter?
Nah, he's been my favorite fighter since he got into the UFC, and he did this thing where, like, he dog pissed in the cage. Did you see that?
I might have.
He acted like he was pissing in the cage, and dude, I was laughing my ass off. I was like, dude, that dude is a savage. And since then, but nah, the fight was trash.
Alright, trash. You said you thought Anderson Silva won?
Yeah, for sure. It was just a really weird fight. I don't even think it was like a good fight.
Yeah.
On both ends, it wasn't a good fight.
It was more. Yeah. It just seemed like it was like a sparring match.
I bet on that fight too.
I
bet Israel first round knockout on that fight.
Really?
And no, didn't happen.
I would have bet probably like a second round knockout.
Yeah.
Where'd you bet at?
Dover Downs, yeah, Sportsbook in Dover Downs.
I've bet there only on the football games, and I've never won shit. How do you bet on the UFC fights?
Outcomes.
Outcomes and rounds.
Yeah. Normally, like, you would have to, like, if someone's, like, a negative 100, like, the favorite, you know what I'm saying? You'd have to, like, or, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's plus.
No, negative is when you're the favorite.
Yeah. No, I was trying to, like, think of something in my head. I knew that, but, like, put down 100 to win 100. It's not like that when you bet on fights at Dover Downs. You're just betting on outcomes, and you're putting down whatever you want to bet down, and it doubles.
Oh, it doubles?
Yeah. It's pretty weird, dude.
And can you only do like one fight, or you have to do like the whole card?
You can do the whole card. You can do one fight, you can do 2 fights, you can do 15 fights.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just whatever you put down.
I feel like I'm not good at judging like the outcomes of fights at all.
It's so unpredictable.
Yeah, it is.
Remember that? Did you see the Korean zombie fight where the dude? It was like what was it?
He
Like,
knocked him out in the last second with
dude, like
that
that.
elbow.
Like, dude, nobody could ever predict that. Like, who would have landed that other than him?
Yeah, that's true. I should get into betting. Well, I don't think I'd win because for some reason I feel like I always bet on I always feel like the underdog's gonna win. I don't know why. Like even though like I know I'm like who's the dude fighting John Jones? Alex Smith or something like that? Smith.
Gustafsson?
Yeah, even in that fight, like I was hoping for Gustafsson to win.
What's his name?
Something Smith.
Yeah, I like him too.
He's gonna get
wrecked, dog.
Yeah, like for some part of me thinks like he could do it. Like he looks kind of like a mauler, but then like it's never a good idea to bet against Sean Jones.
Mhm. Yeah, I definitely think he could win that fight though. So I don't think that'd be a fight.
If he just like goes out and just tries to maul him, then maybe. But I mean, honestly, I've never seen a fight before. Just like a couple of highlights.
What the?
But like I've seen like a couple of highlights, so I like know what he can do.
Yeah, dude, I feel like that's how you have to beat that dude. You gotta just maul him from the get go. Like, just gas it, dude. Like, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna lose anyway.
You're gonna lose in the long run, so you might as well just go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Who else is fighting on that card?
Diego Sanchez, I think, is on that card.
Really? He must be like in the undercard. But no, what about? How do you feel about Ben Askren versus Robbie Lawler?
Is that the dude from One Championship or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
The new dude?
Yeah.
I think Robbie Lawler's gonna smoke him.
Really? You know he's undefeated, right?
Yeah. I think he's gonna smoke him though. I think it's a whole different ball game, dude. But although Robbie Lawler's kind of trash now, in my opinion, I think he's washed up now.
I'd say he's kind of on the decline. But dude, my favorite. Did you see Robbie Lawler versus McDonald? McDonald.
Like
Rory
Rory.
McDonald.
Yeah.
That was a fucking fight.
Yeah, it was a good fight.
That was probably I used to really like Rory McDonald.
That was a good refereeing in that fight too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember who the ref was, but that was a really good refereeing.
I always thought he'd become the champion one day.
Yeah.
Cause he used to be
Yeah,
like.
he's a veteran, dude.
Yeah.
He's been around for a while, like a really
He's not
long
even in
time.
UFC anymore.
Where'd he go?
He's in Bellator.
I didn't watch that shit, man.
After that fight, he like took like a year off just to fix his nose. That's how fucked up it was. But then like I mean, I hope Ben Askren wins just because I don't know why, like I just favor him.
Mm-hmm.
But and then I was gonna say my favorite fights that not Rory McDonald, Robbie Lawler has been in is the video when he gets like knocked out by Nick Diaz, or the fight when he gets knocked out by Nick Diaz, and then that fight with Rory McDonald.
He's coming back, isn't he?
Who?
Nick Diaz.
I don't know. He's supposed to, but
Yeah,
apparently
he said he started training again or something.
Yeah. I hope he comes back. I hope both of them come back.
I've never seen Nick fight.
Really?
I didn't really get into UFC until like 2 years ago, maybe.
Mhm. I was like pretty hard in the UFC like way back in the day, in like middle school, and like Nick Diaz versus I don't know who was the first fight I've ever seen. So he won, so he was my favorite fighter. And then it was like Diego Sanchez, and I think just George.
See, I only
St.
knew
Pierre
them
from
from the video game. You know?
Yeah, dude, they used to go hard. Nick, have you ever seen Diego Sanchez fight Clay Guida?
Nah, but I love Clay Guida. Too bad he sucks now.
He's kind of. I've never seen him win.
Me either, dude.
But him fighting Diego Sanchez was one of those fights that's just like non-stop fury of punches all. I think it was like 3 or 5 rounds. Probably 3, but it's just like those fights that are just like straight up punching each other in the face the whole entire fight.
Yeah, I love those fights. I don't like ground game fighting.
Yeah, me neither.
I think it's really boring and kind of cheap.
My pet peeve about like UFC fighting is like when they just sit there like this, like they're just like
They're
going
just
in and out and just like flinching at each other like the whole fight, and they like one punch or something.
That's a Tyrone Woodley fight right there.
Is it really?
Yeah. You ever seen him fight?
I've never seen him fight.
Dude, that one fight, he had the least punches thrown in like a championship fight ever. It was like 48 punches.
Really?
Yeah, it was trash.
Was it decision?
Yeah, I think so.
He looks like a beast, but
He is. I think he is, dude. I mean, he's been fighting a while too, like a really long time. Like probably 2013.
he's like 34 years old.
Damn, so he was in the UFC when he was young.
Yeah, he's been in there for a while. He got beat by Rory McDonald too. I wish Rory McDonald was still in the UFC. But who else is fighting coming up? 'Cause that's like a really good card.
Yeah, I know.
It's,
I was just looking at it and I forgot who was on
It's
it.
another big fight. I think it's just the Tyrone Woodley fight.
Oh yeah, Tyrone Woodley is on that card, isn't he?
Yeah, he's fighting. I guess Tyrone Woodley wins. I really don't care about that one. And I know John
think
Jones
he's gonna
is
lose
probably
that
going to
fight,
win, and I hope Ben Askren wins. That's the one I'm most excited for,
Anthony
probably.
Smith, that's his name.
Anthony Smith.
Yeah. I just thought of that when you said that. Yeah, that is a good card though. I can't even think who else is on that. But I remember everyone was like saying how good the card was. Cause isn't it in Brooklyn? Is it Brooklyn? No, it's not Brooklyn. That was a TJ Dillashaw fight.
It's probably Nevada.
Yeah.
Because I think Nevada's giving John Jones a 1-fight deal.
Do you think he's a cheater?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I really don't care.
He's still.
I mean,
a great
I guess.
fighter regardless,
I mean,
man.
I think everyone's cheating to an extent.
You care if I pour this?
No. Can you pour me some?
No.
What you got there, bud?
Proper.
You got the proper 12.
I almost dropped it. I'm not gonna lie. Did you see that? Dude, I was
Yeah.
like, don't be proper. Be proper 12. Yo, do you know why he calls it proper 12?
I don't know.
Were you about to lie and say you did know why?
No, but why?
Because he's from Dublin. Apparently, like
There's like 12 districts or something.
Yeah, dude, that's so cool.
Dude, ever since that came out, I've been using the word proper just in like casual
Me
talk.
too, dude.
Like, I'm about to have like a proper interview with my boy. Oh, dude, you poured pretty heavy.
Dude,
You.
I got to. so like amazing to me about this whiskey. It has nothing to do with the whiskey. I was gonna talk more or less about me getting it for Christmas, but it was like sold out, so my parents bought it for me for Christmas, right? And it was from overseas. I think it was from overseas. They paid $90-something for it.
Really?
Yeah, because it was sold out everywhere. This is when it like first came out. They ordered it, so they got it well before Christmas. But they got it shipped overseas, and customs didn't even take it. Like they didn't open the package at all, so I still got it. 'Cause you know it's illegal to like ship liquor overseas.
What? I'm sorry.
You're saying sorry like I'm not on your show. I was totally messing, but
I didn't know what I was doing.
it's good though, man. But like drinking it straight,
Dude, drinking it straight is disgusting.
I don't think it's disgusting.
Well, it's
I
not
think
disgusting.
It's just got a weird. I don't know the taste, man.
Well, you said it tastes
kind
kind of like clear. I kind of agree. Like clear alcohol.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently it's supposed to get better once it ages. But
The thing with that though, I don't think they aged it. I think they forced it to age. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like they just kind of pushed it out.
Yeah. Because Jameson doesn't have that taste, and he compares it to Jameson.
Yeah.
Jameson just tastes like what I think whiskey would taste like.
I like Jameson. I think Jameson has like.
It's kind of really similar in bottle though, like as Jameson. That's why I didn't notice it when I was in the store. I was like, wow, it's just Jameson. And I was like, wow, proper 12. That's crazy.
I kind of agree, but the first time I had proper 12, it was when I was in Las Vegas, and the whole time I was there, I was literally looking around every bar, every liquor store. I was like, dude, I know it's not anywhere in Delaware, so I was hoping it'd be in Vegas, but apparently it was like sold out worldwide, and I didn't know.
Yeah.
Until there was
It's the name, man.
It's definitely the name. If it didn't have any, if Conor McGregor didn't make it, I probably wouldn't have bought the shit. And I fucking sure as hell wouldn't have paid $11 for a shot of it. That tasted like it was okay, but I mean it's not the best stuff out there, that's for sure. But the first night, or the first time I had it, I also bought a bottle of Canadian because I was like, fuck it, I guess I'm not gonna buy that. And at the time I was like really big into whiskey. So
Whiskey's
I bought
good,
it.
Man.
Huh?
Whiskey's good.
Yeah, I like it. I fuck with that a lot. But the first time I bought that, I had a shot of it. I asked the dude if I could. There's only like one shot left. I was like, if I buy the shot, could I just like keep the bottle? He's like, yeah. And then like 5 seconds later, he's like, actually, you know what? Never mind. I can't give you the bottle. I'm like, man, fuck you, dude.
Well, at that time,
Dude,
the bottles are probably selling for like a lot of money.
I don't know, dude. I mean, that's probably not that popular. Just the bottle.
I
no
think at that
alcohol.
time it might have been, man, because like nobody could get it. But you know what happened? Did you know the story behind that and why it was selling out so fast?
Nah.
Because like apparently this glass right here is like from one manufacturer, and this is like coming from Connor. I think he said that they had a problem manufacturing the glass in time, and that's why they couldn't push too much to stores because they couldn't get enough bottles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty wild actually.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
But my thing is like, the Jameson bottle's green, right?
Yeah.
Kind of looks the same.
Yeah,
no,
it does.
Might be a
I
little,
mean, no, it's different.
I think it's a little lighter.
The
Actually,
oh,
it's
the
almost the color of
color-wise?
this ginger ale bottle, man. Actually, it's like really close.
Yeah, it's like the exact same as the ginger ale
You
bottle.
could have just used a ginger ale bottle, man.
No, that night I also drank like a bunch of ginger ale with the Canadian, and like, oh my god, I don't know if I said it on the
What is
last.
this Canadian you're speaking of?
The Canadian whiskey that I have up there. Alright, so let me explain why I was like so big into whiskey at the time. Have you watched Mad Men? The show Mad Men?
I have not. I
Alright,
don't
well,
watch too much TV.
well, it's on Netflix. It's probably like the last show I've watched on Netflix. But in that show, all they do is drink whiskey. There's like their shit, and like in every scene, they're literally drinking whiskey, and they're drinking that Canadian whiskey. So that's just like what I got. And I was just like every night I would watch it, and I'd probably have like a drink with it just to be cool with the guys on the show. That was weird, but
Yes, I can totally relate to that, dude. Just like drinking because somebody on TV's doing it.
yeah. But
Did you watch? I gotta pause. Did you watch Friday Night Lights?
Yeah.
Do you know who Tim Riggins is?
Yeah.
I got into beer so bad because Tim Riggins was always drinking beer. So when I'd watch that show, I would like. This is when I was underage too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I watched that show when I was in 10th grade.
Yeah, I was. Dude, I was probably like 17 or 18.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just trying to get beer just so I could get drunk off beer. And I didn't even like beer. I just liked it because Tim Riggins liked it.
Beer's pretty good now.
Yeah, now it is, but like it is definitely something you like when you're older, though.
Yeah.
So when I tasted it, I was like, "Wow, this really tastes like dog shit."
Yeah.
Like, no, it's good, man.
No, but anyway, to finish up the story, later at night I was just like drinking, so I don't know if it was because of the Proper 12, but dude, I fucking threw up. I ate a burrito and like at 4 a.m. in fucking Las Vegas in the hotel room. Dude, I just fucking threw up a whole burrito in my hand all over it into the bathroom. It was so fucking nasty, dude.
Why'd you go there?
Just for a family vacation with my mom's side of the family. They just go every year, so I just went with them.
I thought you just like balled out and you were just like, "Yo, I'm going to Vegas."
Nah.
Cause you told me that, I was like, "Wow, dude, I want to go to Vegas so bad."
Dude, it's not as good as you think.
That's what I was about to ask you next too. I was like, is it like they show it on TV, or is it literally just a small city, and there's nothing after that?
Well, first off, there's people doing shit all the time, and I will say this. Well, when you go there, it smells like cigarettes. The whole city smells like cigarettes.
Oh my goodness. Bro.
And it's kind of grimy, but I mean, it could be, and it was fun. But I feel like if I was there with like my buds, it'd be funner, you know?
Have you been to Atlantic City?
Nah. Apparently, those are like similar.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask, man. Like, man, you just beat me to it every time. Is it just like, I feel like it's just like that because when I was in the top floor, I felt like I was in Vegas. Like, I was like, wow, this is like Vegas. Like, I forgot I was in New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah, it looked like how you watch Pawn Stars?
Yeah.
It looked like that. I was like, what the hell? But I feel like that's like how it is. I always thought Vegas would probably be hyped up too.
Yeah, it kind of is, but also like, I mean, there could have been like more done, like, you know, DJ Pauly D like performs there like often. It'd have been sick to go see him, or like to even like go to like a strip club or some shit like that, like with your friends, like, cause I was just with my like cousins and it just went weird.
Oh, you're saying you'd want to do that?
Yeah, I'd go back like maybe one more time. Like,
you're
with
into
my
that?
buds.
You're into them strip clubs, man?
No, I've never been, but I would with my buds. I'd do anything with my buds.
Yeah, I've never been either.
My buds.
No, it's different for me because, you know, I'm a faithful young guy.
I feel that.
I'd probably still go to a strip club, though.
Yeah, that's not true.
No, it's not. As long as you don't throw no money. I might throw $1.
That's diaper money.
I'd really gotta throw quarters, I think, in there.
Fucking whale the strippers with a quarter.
Not even like wailing with it. Like, you know how they do that thing where they're just like this?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd just be like that with quarters. just making it.
Flick them at them.
Yeah, literally. Like that thing they used to have in the mall where it'd go like a little twirl. I took them out. I'm so pissed.
Really? I haven't been to the mall in a while.
Yeah.
I hate going to the mall.
That mall sucks, man.
Yeah, it does.
It's garbage.
Yeah, it does.
Have you seen? Okay, this is gonna sound really weird, but like when you get older, you appreciate these stores more. You know, like when your mom would take you to like Macy's or whatever, and you'd be like, I fucking hate Macy's, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like, am I allowed to cuss on the show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. We don't got any sponsors.
No, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, Bath and Body is what I'm talking about, though. Have you seen the new Bath and Body in the mall?
It's new?
Yeah.
Nah.
They moved it. Dude, it's huge.
Oh, really?
It is huge.
What did it take place of?
I think one of those weird toy stores they bring every year for, like, Christmas or whatever. Yeah, dude, it's nice.
Really?
And if I would have went in there when I was, like, 12, I would have been like, Mom, come on, like, I want to go home. Like,
dude, that's how I am now. Like, back when I was young, we used to love the mall. Right?
Yeah.
That would be the spot to go, but now, I hate it, dude, because every time I go, I see at least 5 people I know, and I just, like...
Yeah, and it's not like it was when you were younger where you'd be like, oh, dude, you're at the mall, too.
Yeah, I was like, ah, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's just like, dude, I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm just trying to buy my shit and get out.
Yeah, I just feel like a loser every time I'm in the mall.
Yeah, it's really not that cool anymore. And then you look back on it and you're like, wow, I used to chill here. This was whack.
Dude, I kid you not. From the entrance by Sarku Japan to the movie theater door, I saw 4 people I knew.
Yo, speaking of Sarku, actually, have you ate there recently?
Nah, not recently.
Do you like sushi?
Yeah, I
They,
like
they
sushi.
have this thing called a bento box. And I never knew they had
From
it.
Sarky, Japan.
Really? And they have sushi.
They do, really?
Mm-hmm.
I've always only got teriyaki chicken.
Yeah, me too.
The
And
teriyaki chicken's so fucking
Everyone
good.
was like, wow, you're going to eat sushi from the mall? That's really disgusting. And then I was
Dude,
like...
I ate sushi from a buffet the other day. It was pretty
That's what I'm...
fun.
Exactly. So it's like the same thing. So I got that, man. It was so good.
Yeah, I was
Fire.
thinking, after I had this sushi from the buffet, like, that's the spot to go to if you want sushi. You know? Because you pay... you pay the buffet prices, but you only pay for the sushi if you don't eat it.
Yeah.
So if you waste it, then you have to pay for it.
What buffet has sushi?
The one in Rodney Village.
Chinatown?
Chinatown buffet.
Mhm.
We were
I
there
haven't
the
been
other
there
day.
in so long. Dude, you know what's so crazy to me? And I've been thinking about this since I've been here. But like, okay, last time I saw you was at Firefly.
Yeah.
We live in the same damn state. How have I not run into you?
Dude, I have no clue. I feel like I don't know. Honestly.
Dude, because before
Dude, it's
that I
been,
didn't
like,
see you in like what, like
4 years.
Nah, dude. It was
Exactly.
It was longer than that, dog.
Alright, so let's get into it. We were like best friends probably like from like 6th grade to like 10th grade. Like my 10th grade, right?
Yeah, but I've known you longer than that for
Yeah,
sure.
oh dude, we've known each other since we were like 5 or no, lower than that.
Dude,
Less
if
than
I
that.
knew the story to like say how I met you, I don't even know what I'd say. Because I don't even know. I really don't know.
Yeah, I really don't know either.
That's how like young I was, but like, dude.
No, we just grew up together.
Yeah.
So
much.
we just grew up in the same neighborhood. So I definitely know we knew each other before we started school because I remember our bitch asses were running across the yard. I remember your bitch ass would never have shoes on.
Dude, I was really hoping you would say that.
Bro, you grew up fucking shoeless, dude.
Bro, I don't even remember doing that, but apparently I used to like jump out my window and like run down the street.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, you'd
down to,
never
like,
have shoes on.
Eli's
But
house.
I remember this. My driveway is rocks. And I remember you would run across the rocks barefoot, no problem. And I remember the only way I could do it, I could have the strength to do that, is when I had my Batman shirt on. And your bitch ass had a Superman shirt. I definitely remember that.
I don't remember any of this, bro, but if you...
Dude, I don't know how,
You're
but that Batman
you're
shirt...
such a genuine person that I know you're not lying.
Dude, I'm not fucking lying.
That's all... I would never doubt you, dude.
No,
So
but
I believe it.
yeah, that Batman shirt gave me some type of foot strength. I could just run across the rocks, no problem.
I cannot deal with this right now, bro.
Remember when slides were in the shoe?
Oh my god, bro! I remember I had these slides. They were, man, what was that dude's name? Cameron.
Yeah.
They were Camerons. I took them from Eli's house,
Mhm.
and then like he just never got them back. And they had holes in the bottom. Remember one day it was raining. And I was walking to the mall
Yeah.
to meet I think it was Rachel and Gina, dude. And
Dude, I was thinking of Gina the other day. I was trying to,
she messaged me.
not to
on
be a
Twitter
creep,
the
but
other
I was
day.
trying to find her Instagram, and I could not find it.
I'll link you.
I don't know why. I was just like, I could not find it.
Oh, she lives in Vegas.
Really?
Yeah, she's been living there for a while, but yeah, I was walking to the mall to see them with my slides on. They had holes in the bottom. Dude, you probably know what I'm talking
What's
about.
Rachel
but-
up to? She used to be hot, right? She's not hot no more, huh?
No, she is.
I don't know.
Mm.
Alright, continue the story.
She's
You're-
hot, but I'm faithful, okay? My girlfriend
Do you
knows
think
that.
she's
My
gonna
wife.
watch this, your girlfriend?
She probably will. Man, come on, man. She probably will, but she knows
Yeah,
me. You know?
hopefully.
I'm real. Nah, but yeah, I was walking there and it was raining with my slides on. They had like these holes in the bottom. You know how like Air Maxes have like air bubbles?
Yeah.
Well, these have like air holes.
Uh-huh.
Anyways,
I think
Was
it the Jordan ones? The Jordan slides? Because I remember those
I
ones.
don't remember, bro, but they had like holes in the bottom. But I walked
Okay.
there, my feet were soaking wet, bro, when I got there. And then they started talking and it said something smelled. It was my feet, bro. It was my feet.
Dude, I remember one day I was at the mall and I was wearing slides and I was wearing black socks with my slides and they were kind of too small, so they're like stretched and you could see my toes through my socks. And someone called me out on it, dude. I was pretty embarrassed. I was like, nah, fuck that shit, dude. I don't give a fuck. But I remember one time you were wearing slides and you were fucking speeding on your bike.
Are you talking about the time it dragged?
Yeah. I probably never laughed so hard in my life. You're speeding on your bike with slides on, and then your chain popped, and you probably fell and hit your nuts on the bike, and your feet were dragging on your bike on the road. So
oh my god.
you ended up like burning or ripping holes in each individual toe
Yo,
of your
I
sock.
remember that. I remember that, bro. We
Dude,
were
I
in front of
was
Miss Brown's
crying.
old house on that.
Yeah.
Dude, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is exactly why I came here, because you're bringing back shit I didn't even remember until I'm here. Dude. But speaking of
I think about that shit often.
speaking of the whole bike thing, do you remember we were riding the same place, and I pushed you into that ditch?
Not exactly, but like I'm thinking I remember.
Every time I come back from work, dude, I look at that ditch. And
Is it the ditch in front of your house?
Nah, dude, it's the ditch right in front of like Miss Brown's old house. I kept riding closer and closer, and then eventually you fell in that. Dude, I think about that every night I'm coming home from work, dude.
Are you serious?
Dude,
Did I fall?
Nah, you didn't fall. You
I
just
just
rode
rolled
down in there, and you were like, "You fucking bitch."
Dude, do you remember the kickers we used to jump off of?
Yo, crazy shit.
Dude.
So like, I shared this thing on Facebook, and it was like, if you're not or it's like you didn't do shit as a real kid if you like didn't see someone almost die on this kicker ramp, and then I thought about me jumping like 20
Dude,
feet.
I swear
on
to
that
God,
thing.
we used to jump 20 feet.
Oh no, for sure, bro. Don't you remember that day I
From
was
kicker to kicker, and we would land on the other kicker. We were
remember that
pretty
day on
good
the
at
mountain
it.
bike, dude?
On the green mountain bike.
Yes, dude, exactly, bro. I ramped that bitch at least 20 feet. At least, like, if not more.
Dude,
Aaron was
I
like,
was
"Dude,
thinking
do
about
it."
we're about dude. I would not do that shit today. I'd be too
Hell
scared.
no,
I'd be
bro.
too scared, and I don't know why. Dude, we used to fucking ramp those fucking bikes. Do you remember the hill?
Oh yeah, speaking of that, someone was riding a dirt bike on that today.
Today?
Clearing it. Yeah, today. Like when I woke up at like 9 in the morning, somebody was out there with a dirt bike. Like,
How could you tell? It's pretty far from your house, right? Or could you just tell?
No, I heard it. It's close enough to my window for me to hear it.
The hill that I'm
Like by Kentwood.
Do you remember the hill? I don't know if we were really well.
Are you talking about the one by far in the woods by the highway?
The one that's kind of by the highway.
Like
Is,
like the Easy Pass highway, right? That hill?
No, it's by Kentwood, but there's like the hill that we used to ride on like for the summer. Like we were always on it every day back in the woods. There's there's a giant hill back there in the woods.
Dude, I'm so
But it kind of ruined when they did that construction back there. They just like ruined the whole woods area.
I think I know what you're talking about. The one that like oversees Kentwood.
Yeah.
And then you ride down it. Yeah, I've slipped and fell on that hood so many times.
That hill.
Yeah, the hill.
Yeah.
I said hood. It is the hood though.
Dude, that was pretty crazy. That was the first time I ever smoked weed back there.
Yeah, dude. Like
Dude,
I don't even like.
The stuff we used to do was crazy, dude.
I think that's why
Sneaking
I don't
out
like,
at like 3 a.m. when we were like 10,
Dude, now,
not
like,
even 10.
Yeah, speaking of that, now that I'm like a dad and stuff, like, if my kid did that, bro, like I'd be like, bro, what are you doing?
I'm pretty sure like almost none of us had cell phones back then. Like if we actually got in trouble, like
I didn't
it
get
was
my
a
first cell
different
phone.
world back then,
I
dude.
didn't get my first cell phone until I was like 15. I got a
No, you definitely had a cell phone before that.
yeah, probably right. I think I got maybe like 12. Cause I remember I had that white like HTC. And then,
Yeah, I remember you had a couple phones before that. You had that orange one.
And then I got my iPhone at 17th birthday is when I got my iPhone 4. And I
Yeah.
thought it was shit, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, bro. But if my kid did that, like you don't think of that when you're a kid though. But like,
Yeah.
dude, you can just get like swiped up now. Like, thinking of it now, if someone tried to like fucking steal me, you know, like, I'm
Dude,
fucking
you
up.
could. You're a dad, and you could still get kidnapped, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, but like, I always carry a knife with me. Right now, I don't have it on me, but like,
I do too.
Yeah,
I
normally I'll carry a
pretty
knife on
sick
me.
box cutter in my jacket pocket.
Yeah.
Just like I just started doing that recently. I just put in there.
I think I've been doing it like at least for 3 years now, dude. Like I
Really?
gotta keep a knife with me, dude, because I'm so paranoid. Like, people get kidnapped every day.
Apparently, it's like more rare than you think, though.
You getting kidnapped?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because I'm on social media so much. I think like
Yeah, I think
yeah.
like Joe Rogan was talking about it on his podcast actually pretty recently. Just saying it's like more. It's like less than 100 times a year, I think. But I mean, that's still. I don't know.
Okay, well think of it
It's
this
just
way.
like parents are apparently being overprotective, and it's causing like all this shit with the kids nowadays. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So do you like live near like a gas station, like a Wawa? Okay.
Rural Farms.
Okay, dude. But you ever went there and someone's asked you for like, hey, like you got $1? I gotta get home.
Well, I've gotten that.
Okay, well, like something happened like that. I'd say like 3 months ago. Someone was in my face, dude. This older like 50 dude.
There's this old man who asked me too.
Yeah, he was getting like really close to my face, and I was with Charlene. That's my girlfriend, by the way. 'Cause I don't know, but whoever's watching this, the 10 viewers.
Shout out to everybody watching.
Yeah, whatever. But like, yeah, like he's getting really close to my face, and I had a knife on me at the time. But the way I see it is, we don't have self-defense here. So if I stab this dude, I'm going to jail. You feel me? Dude, but he's like I no bullshit. This close to me.
Dude, I would have fucked him up.
Dude, it was at that Wawa, right? Like right there.
Dude, when someone asked me, it was at that ghetto Wawa. You know the ghetto Wawa?
Oh, by Capitol Green.
Yeah, that ghetto Wawa. Speaking of that ghetto Wawa, I saw a fight there one time. You were probably with me.
I was.
It was with your brother.
I was.
We were driving with your brother, and it was my brother and you. It might have been you.
Live. That was cool.
Dude, there's a fucking fight right in the parking lot. I'll never forget that. The kid, Gerald, who I'm going to have one, who I was supposed to have one yesterday.
Yeah.
He works at Wawa, but sometimes he used to work in that one. He's been robbed there, I think, like 3 times. Or
at that Wawa?
Yeah, he's definitely been robbed there once at that Wawa.
Yeah, but bro, like I was saying, I don't go to that Wawa. I don't even let my girlfriend go to that Wawa.
I've been in that Wawa. It's okay. I mean,
also, if nobody knows what a Wawa is, it's just like a gas station that sells hoagies.
Yeah. It's pretty nice. Yeah, some of them are pretty nice. No disrespect, especially since the next person I'm going to have on is probably like a manager at Wawa. I'm going to try to get some secrets out of him.
I actually got ties for that.
Secrets.
If you want a manager from Wawa, I know somebody. But like, anyways, dude, he's in front of my face, right? And this is like, I would say like 12 a.m. Like 12
I was going
at
to say
night.
he's 12 years old.
Yeah, like 12 at night. And I went in there and I cashed. I don't know if I cashed my check. No, I didn't cash my check. You can't just check a Wawa. So I took money out. Yeah, and then like he's like asking me if I have $5. I gave him $2, but he saw my wallet. And he was like, "Oh, you can do more than that." Dude's in my face, bro. And I said to him, "I was like, bro, I'm gonna fuck you up if you don't get out of my face, dude." Because like because I'm with Charlene, so I get hella paranoid when my girlfriend's there. But if it's just me, like, I got that mentality to like, if you're gonna fuck me up, you gotta kill me. You know what I'm saying? Like
I feel like back in the day,
when you get older, man, that's how you feel.
I feel like I feel like that too. Yeah, I feel like I could like fight at any second.
Yeah.
Like, and I felt like that just now recently. Like, back in the day, I feel like I was like so passive. I could just like people could like rob me. I'm like, oh, okay, that's like what's supposed to happen. And but like now, dude, I feel like I'm like big enough and I know what I'm doing enough, like, and I don't really give a shit about my life enough to that if someone's like robbing me or like has a gun, dude, I'm gonna try to take that shit away. Dude, I'm just gonna go for it.
That's so.
And I'm just gonna fucking go animal.
I haven't seen you forever, and you still think the same, bro. Like, you gotta kill me.
Yeah.
Like, I've lived long enough to the point where like I'm gonna fight you.
Like, I'm at the age where dude,
whatever. Like, you fucking kill me.
You ever think of like your like old folks just telling you about how they used to like fight like all the time or something, like in a bar or something? I feel like we're at that age where like, yeah, it's time to like start fighting people just like for fun or just to start fighting, you know, like street fighting.
It's crazy you say that too, like, because like when I work with a lot of older people, like at least like over 50 for sure. Like,
it's pretty good. It's good with ginger ale.
Yeah, it is.
I don't have any more ice. Fuck.
These dudes I work with are 50, and I realize that I connect with them better than I would have if I was 10 years younger. Like, I feel like I'm older. So, like, when someone's, like, fucking with me now, if I was a kid, I'd be shook. I think I'm hard when I'm a kid. You know, man, you get it. Like, we used to, like, me and you used to fight when we were younger. But if it came to somebody else, I don't think it would have been.
I probably not fought anyone more than I fought you. Like,
exactly.
We actually got... Finish. I'm going to start talking about something, but finish your conversation. Finish what you're saying.
Okay, so me and you would have fought. Like, man, I remember one day you were just like, yo, let's fight. Like, put on the glove, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. But back then, if that was somebody else... If I wasn't fighting you and somebody was like, let's fight, I would have said, no, I'm not fighting you because I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? Now, if somebody says that shit, 100% I'm down. You're going to have to kill me. You know what I'm saying? Because I got shit to live for. But like you said, if someone has a gun, I'm going to try to take that bitch.
Yeah.
But it's just, I think it's just, man, when you're older, bro, you realize shit. You see shit differently.
Yeah. I just feel like I
don't know, man. It's just
I feel like I
weird.
have more power than like I had back then.
I'm just more aware.
I'm just like,
man.
dude. I'm always like. I feel like I'm like like I'm like pretty chill, but inside, I feel like I'm like 1 second away from just on the edge, just like ready to tee off on anyone.
Like when I walk to my car in the morning, I'm like looking behind me and shit. Like I'm just waiting for shit to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm like that, but I don't know. Like especially when even my kids are around me, it's like I'm fighting for my kid. Like, you know, it's like it sounds crazy, but like,
yeah,
when you're like a dad, dude, like you're willing to die for that shit. So
yeah.
like,
All right,
try to kiss like my kid, bitch.
Quick note, like thinking of like when we were young, like 9 years old or whatever, third grade, smoking weed. Dude, my little sister's in like 5th grade, and I could just like not even imagine like her smoking weed, like or a cigarette. Like what the fuck, dude? What were we fucking doing, dude?
Dude, I think I honestly, on your end, I don't know what it was like, but on my end, I think it was just like just poor like role models.
I think you're around it a little bit more, and I barely did it. Like I didn't get addicted to smoking cigarettes.
It was just so accessible.
It was, dude. It
was just so easy. Like you could just run down the street and just like buy some weed, and like nobody would even question you. Like, let me see your ID. Like it was never like that, you know.
Yeah, I feel like we were bigger than the kids are now. But
I remember taking like $200 to a Texaco. Remember the Texaco used to be on the street?
Yeah.
I remember taking $200 there, and they didn't even question me why I had $200.
Really?
And I had so much change because I spent $100 bill. I took it out of my mom's purse.
Really?
She probably doesn't know this, but whatever. I took $100 out of it. They didn't question it. I had so much change that they put it in the envelope.
Wow.
Like, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's poor. It's just poor role modeling in my case, I think.
What I remember about Texaco is whenever we'd go there, it'd be like late, and we'd always get those Wonder Balls that were like chocolate with like the candies inside.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. We were talking about fighting. But you were just talking about going off, right? Like you would fight anyone?
Yes, exactly. Killer mentality is basically what I was talking about.
Killer. Oh, yeah. Speaking of fighting, dude, we used to fucking fight each other, like, every fucking day. Especially when we got into UFC, like, learning about UFC, or just, like, watching UFC. I remember like, we had gloves, and we'd, like, fuck each other up on your trampoline.
Yep, bought them from Legends. Actually, my grandpa bought them, $39.99.
$39.99?
$39.99. I remember I begged him to buy them.
Dude, back in the day, I couldn't afford that shit back in the day. That was big bucks.
Had
I probably had nothing, dude.
You had the blue and gray. I think they were blue and gray Everlast gloves. They were definitely Everlast, but I don't remember what color they were.
Dude, those are probably the gloves I had on in the video I just posted like last week. Because they're my dad's. That's what I was wearing when I don't know if you watched my Instagram story when I was fighting that kid, Andre. Those are the gloves. Those gloves are old. But I was still fucking... But
well, no shit. It has nothing to do with the gloves.
No. I didn't even say that. I was still wearing the same gloves. But, dude, we've gotten into it pretty serious back in the day. Like,
oh, yeah.
There's a time... Alright, there's a time when you and I were like... We were best friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we like fell off for some dumb shit. And I know you know what it is. This is like dumb, right?
I don't remember what it is, to be honest with you.
Really?
I have no clue, dude. I'm telling you, man, I'm burnt.
Huh?
I'm burnt. Too
You're
old, man.
fucking drunk, dude.
Proper. Nah, not even. It's not even me being drunk, dude. I just have a shitty memory.
Alright, well, like, when we stopped hanging out was when I got a job at Redner's. And this is what it was. You texted me, you're like, yo, you want to hang out?
Oh, hold up.
And I was like, nah, dude, I gotta work. And I was like, I'll tell you this.
No,
I'll say the exact truth.
I think I remember.
I'll say the exact truth.
I think I remember. I'm trying to finish this.
Alright.
Did you say anything along the lines of some of us work? Or some shit like that? Is that
dude, I wouldn't have been some of us work. I would have been like some of us have a job, but I didn't say that.
Dude,
I said
something you said.
No, it was something I said, but it was like you could have brushed it off.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright. Just to put it
I played it like a little bitch, man.
Alright, we both did. It was like really dumb. Alright, just to put it in perspective for the audience. We were best friends from like alright, we've been friends our whole life.
Yeah.
We were best friends 6th grade to like probably like 10th grade, right? My 6th grade to 10th grade.
Well, you gotta put it in perspective. I've probably known you since diapers.
That's what I'm saying. We've been friends our whole life.
Just don't remember it.
But alright, and then 10th grade I got a job at Redner's, and it was like my fucking
Damn,
first
you got a job in 10th grade.
dude. Yeah, well, it was the summer after 10th.
You're a man, bro.
I've been a man for a fucking hot minute.
I've just been a little boy. I'm just following your shadow.
Let me finish the fucking story, dude.
Sorry, man.
Alright,
It's
alright,
crazy
we're kinda
how
cooked
amazing
right
you are, man.
Motherfucker, stop. Alright, we were friends. Alright, and then I got a job. Even though it was my second job. But anyway, I was like, he texted me and he wanted to hang out, and I was like, this is what I remember. I said, nah man, I've gotta work. And then you just went off. You're like, alright, motherfucker, you think you don't
remember that
you
night,
were like
man.
you were like, oh, what, you think you're too good to have time for me? I was like, or he's like, and you offered to fuck me up, and I was like,
Is this the story where you're talking about?
Dude,
where
I was like, alright,
meeting at the bus stop.
I was like, alright, anytime, cupcake. And then I remember saying the words cupcake, and then, dude, we just stopped fucking instantly hanging out. We went from best friends to never talking to each other
That's so
for like
crazy. You remember
years,
that, dude?
We didn't talk to each other until we saw each other one time at Eli's, and then again at Firefly. We probably talked on like Instagram, and like talked about hanging out, but we just never did. And then in Firefly, summer of 2018 to now, which is February 2014, we have not seen each other for
It's so crazy.
over half a year, which is like crazy. But like thinking like, alright, there's a time where like there's like a beef between us, but like thinking about it as we got older, like even though we were hanging out, like I was like, yeah, dude, it's whatever. Now we're cool. Even though this is the first time we've hung out in years.
So. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just so, man. Like we are cool,
that.
but it's just like life, man.
I mean, but what are we not cool about now?
I'm gonna fuck you up, man. It's so crazy how petty that shit was.
It was petty and it was dumb, dude. Like we
was.
instantly stopped talking after like just like that little thing. And I was like, what the fuck?
It just goes to show, man, like little shit like that matters.
It does. I mean, I was probably in my bag for a hot minute about it. I probably was.
Dude, because I know damn well, because I remember that night I was walking back. It was dark when I said that shit.
Nah, it must have been, it was daytime when you said that
bro.
shit.
I remember that, because you don't remember saying, like, talking about, like, meeting at the bus stop and you fucked me up and all that? It was the same night, dude, because that was the last time we talked. I know it was.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't
dude.
remember actually setting a time to fucking beat your ass up.
Yeah, bro, you were talking about, like,
Dude.
asking where I was and shit, dude.
Nah, because I was at work,
I
dude.
swear-
No.
I
This is a different
swear,
time.
dude. Not
We probably did that.
didn't
We
hang out.
probably did that, and we probably actually fought at the bus stop, and then we were friends after that. This
Nah,
time
bro,
we just
we
stopped talking.
It's the same time, I swear to God.
Good, but we didn't fight.
No, we didn't.
When we
'cause
stopped.
I went home. I know, because I was scared. I know.
No. All right, I definitely now know. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about when you called us like bitch or fag or something and just ran home and we chased your ass. You were like with Eli. No, we were friends after that.
Yo, okay. Can
No,
we
we
just
were
pause?
friends after that. I
Do you
think.
remember the night that fool was chasing me all around the neighborhood?
It's coming back. Yeah, now you say something. What was he mad about?
I don't know
Dude.
if it's appropriate to even really say on here, but
Dude, it's probably about drugs. All right.
it is 100%. I remember.
So Eli, all right. You're looking at 2 of the 3 Bustas, and let's just be honest. Like we just grew up together. It was just us 3, and we just did our own shit. But yeah. So anytime we mention Eli, it's just our like other third childhood best friend. I remember that motherfucker chased me because he threw an ice. Yeah, drove my bike by him one time at Sonic, and it made him drop his ice cream cone. And that motherfucker chased me. Dude, that motherfucker was sick.
Bro, I swear to you, I forgot. See, man, this is that shit I'm talking about, bro.
Shout out to Eli Hooker. Hope you're watching this, buddy.
I forgot about that until you said it. Yo, you smacked that shit right on the ground. I don't even think you
Dude,
touched
no,
it.
I didn't touch it. He just
I don't
dropped
think
it.
you touched it.
He was fucking mad.
Yo, he was. He really was. Remember
Dude,
you
I would have
smacked him?
Eli on here, but
That'd be cool.
just saying, if Eli was on here, it'd probably get kind of serious, and it'd probably.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say it. I'd like.
See, we were always that duo, but when it came to him, bro, he was just he got
Dude.
mad. He got mad. He got
He
sensitive.
did.
Remember he
I
fucked
mean,
me
we
up?
did too.
Were you the other night? He fucked me up in the pool. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, when he punched you in the face.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. He
Dude,
did
I was
fuck me
wondering
up.
why you didn't fucking hit him back.
I
was
didn't.
like,
I don't even think I tried.
You didn't. You probably just went home.
Yeah, I think I just took that shit.
Dude, Eli was crazy, dude. I remember I
Bitch
fucking
me.
paid that bitch $5 or $20. I was so mad. It was so much money.
Remember you
$20.
smacked him in the face with a piece of cheese?
Yeah.
And you
I
threw
paid him
egg.
$20 to jump in a frozen pool.
That video is
I
still on
put it on
Instagram.
Vine.
That video is still on Instagram.
On his Instagram?
It's on his Instagram, yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It was for Vine.
Yeah. You know,
And I was trying to get Vine famous.
man, he jumped right on that shit, man. Remember you threw the
I thought it'd
eggs?
be better.
Remember you had those new Nike Airs and you threw the eggs at him right when he got to the mall? Do you remember that?
No.
Dude,
I remember we slapped him with a melted piece of cheese.
That's what I'm talking
Dude,
about.
we fucking plotted on each other.
God,
Dude, I remember
bro.
one time
I'm so
he
glad
jumped out
I
of his
wasn't
tree and tried to scare me, and I just punched him right in the face.
I was there, dude. Man,
Dude,
I'm
weird,
so
like-
glad I wasn't like that guy. You know? Like, I'm
Eli.
glad I was part of the duo and I wasn't the one
Well,
getting
here's the
pranked all
thing.
time.
I'm pretty sure there was a duo. I had a duo with you, and I had a duo with him against you. I had 2 duos. Because there was a point in time when we were friends, but we would unfollow each other on, like...
Oh, yeah,
we would
for sure.
unfollow each other. Like, me and Eli would never unfollow each other on, like, social media, but me and you would. And I would talk
That
to
was just
Eli
the
about it.
pettiness of it, man.
It was just, like, so weird. Like,
It was just
our
how it
du-
was.
dynamic was weird. But there was also a duo between you guys against me. It was, like, not against me, but it was just, like, you guys would do shit without me. And it was, like, more, like,
Yeah.
before me and you got tight.
Yeah, it was just
In
like
between, like, tightness. So weird, dude. Kids, like, dude, it's, like, weird.
I remember
Weird
that there
relationship.
used to be like fucking jealousy between like me and Eli when I'd be like, yo, I'm about to go to SHOKES, bro. And he'd be like, oh, you're just gonna leave and go to SHOKES. It was like type shit like that. It was just jealousy, I think, dude. And like, I don't know. That's my boy, but fuck.
Dude, we used to do crazy shit.
I know when you smacked him in the face with that piece of cheese, that was so funny. I think
Dude, I did it twice. I remember doing it twice, like, 2 nights
I
in a
remember
row.
you hitting him with that egg in front of Boss Cops at the mall on his shoe, and he was pissed.
Eli used to be a fly boy.
Yeah,
Eli used to be the fucking
such a
ladies' man.
brand new, like literally
Ladies'
brand
man
new. You
right
threw an
there.
egg. I think you meant to throw it at him, but you missed, and you hit the curb, and it splashed on his shoe, bro. I was like, whoa, bro. And
Used to
me,
be
I knew
wild shit.
damn well I couldn't fight at the time, so I rode off on the bike. That was a bitch, bro. If anything, bro, you taught me how to fight, bro, because I'd never fought anybody before I fought you.
Alright, let's put in, talk about
Okay,
it.
I had to pause because I had to admit something. So remember, way back then, I was like, oh yeah, bro, I'm taking MMA classes, all this shit. Is
I was
16
jealous of
and
that.
Never happened.
You never took MMA classes?
Fuck
Dude,
no.
I thought about that recently when earlier this year I thought about taking MMA classes. I was like, how was Tyler taking
Me
MMA
too.
classes?
I've really been thinking
I
about
believed
this.
it. I mean, I didn't think you had like fights, but like I believed
I
that
think
you
what
were
it
taking
was,
MMA
bro.
classes.
And now I'm old enough to like own up to it, but like in school, like motherfuckers would be like, fuck, can't even think of it. Like, I was the outcast, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say shit to like make myself more popular.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of those things, and then like, I manifested this own shit in my mind to like make it seem like I was cooler than I was, but then I wasn't. But then when I got to like
Dude, but
that,
you were cool.
yeah, what? Like I was popular as fuck, dude. But like, I think I just tried to be like more popular,
Yeah.
and that was just like what I was saying. But like, that shit never happened. I think you were literally the first person I ever fought, but after that, bro, I'd been like hella fights.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, I got in a fight like last summer, dude. Like a legit fight with nobody I've ever met in my life.
Alright.
So like, I think if I would have never fought you, dude, I would have never known how to fight. Cause I was. Remember that time we were fighting in my driveway and you like fucked me up?
Alright,
right
yeah,
before
but let me
vacation.
get into something before. Let me own up
Okay.
to something
Yeah,
before
you
we
got
get
it.
into that. So there was this time when me and it might have been Eli or someone else. We were hanging out with some girls at the mall, and I had told you that I made out. We were in middle school, and I had told you that I had made out with a girl. And you probably don't remember this because is this like something that I remember, but you probably wouldn't. But you ended up dating the girl I said I told you I made out with. And then I was like, oh shit, dude, I wonder if he ever's gonna realize that I told him I made out with her, but I never actually made out with her. But you ended up dating her for like a long ass time. before
Throw
you
the
know-
name.
Dude, it was
I
like,
have
it was.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
I told you, I was like, yeah, dude, I ended up making out with her, but it never happened.
I think I do. You remember that time the bowling alley, she was freaking out? And we
Were
kept
you-
saying metal paws.
No.
She's wearing the black leather jacket.
Nah, dude.
She was so fucking mad, bro. I don't think my girlfriend will ever watch this, so it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna
but,
bleep out her name.
Yeah, she was like,
But,
Carrie
yeah.
Core.
Yeah.
She was like, we kept saying, oh god, metal paws, and she was like freaking out. We were in front of Brunswick.
Why?
Because me and you were just like cooling, bro, and like they didn't like that shit.
And we were just saying the word menopause.
Well, she kept freaking out, and she was mad at me, and we were just like, oh, she's going through menopause. But like, we were just fucking around. Like, we knew what that shit was, but like...
Dude, I think we were just like
Yeah,
smarter than the
clown.
average 13-year-old.
Maybe.
How the
man.
fuck did we get there? Carrie drove. And then I drove Carrie's car. I remember
Yeah,
that
bro, you were
shit.
pushing that bitch,
I was,
too.
dude. I didn't even have a license. I remember
you
that
driving-
shit now that I
I
think
remember
about
you
it.
driving that bitch past, like Ollie's.
Yeah, because that's where Brunswick is.
Damn, I don't even remember where we went. I remember stealing my mom's car, though.
We stole a van. Dude,
Nah, that was the Jeep Liberty.
it was the Jeep. That was that night. Why did we do that?
Okay, pause.
But no,
No,
pause.
you know
I was
why we
thinking
did
about
that.
this yesterday. I was thinking of making
Well,
the
okay,
U-turn
okay.
because we made a
I gotta
U-turn on the
pause you.
grass.
I gotta pause you, bro.
And I was thinking about that shit the other day.
So
Because I was driving through to Harrington the other day.
What the fuck? Why
Last
were you
week.
out that far?
Dude, I was just looking for like cars to buy. Because I'm looking for a car to buy.
Oh, sick.
But I was like, I remember that time we were like driving on like down the Harrington, but like we were like, fuck, there's no U-turn, so we just did a U-turn in the grass.
Okay,
on the
well,
highway.
last night when I was like falling asleep, I was like, damn, I'm really about to be on this podcast tomorrow. Like, dude, I was excited, bro. Like,
Dude, I was nervous on my way to pick you up.
yeah, dude, like I was hella excited because I hadn't seen you in so long. But remember when we took the car, and this is what I was thinking about. I was like, man, we could have gotten in a lot of trouble.
We
for
could have.
that.
I didn't have a license. I might have had a
Fucking me
license.
either.
I didn't have insurance.
Dude, I still don't have my
Dude, it was
like,
dude, it was like, what was
I'm
it,
still
like
driving.
1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m.?
Dude, I bet you it was later than that. Because it was Firefly. Like, my parents had to work. Yeah, dude, it was Firefly weekend.
Hmm?
Yes, dude. It was Firefly weekend. They
What
had
were
to
we
work.
even doing, though?
We were going
Both
to
of us.
Charlene's house. I was going to see Charlene, and then you were going to see Yamin.
I honestly don't know who.
I should say it.
I guess.
You were going to see, like, what the fuck? Carly.
Was I?
Yes, and we drove there, and she never came out.
Was it? She must have been sleeping.
But the issue with this was, do you remember making that U-turn by the Air Force Base? We fucking drove through the median.
That's what I was talking about.
Dude, like, if we would've got caught doing that, dog, we would've been in so much trouble, bro.
Yeah, because...
Like, and that goes back to, like, what I'm
Dude,
saying.
but,
Like, back
dude,
then you don't
there
think of
was
shit like that.
miles of time where there was no U-turn to make.
Yeah.
And we just kept going farther, and every fucking time it was just getting scarier.
Yeah, I'm glad you were driving at the point, because I would've never fucking did that.
Dude, I was like, fuck it, dude, we're making a U-turn now, dude.
Like when I was thinking about that, though, like, I was getting, like, anxiety. Like, my chest was fucking, like beating, bro. I was just like,
Dude,
yo,
me too.
if we would've got caught,
I didn't
if the
think
car
about
would've
it.
got stuck.
That's one of those times
Dude,
when you're just like so young and dumb, you don't even think about like the actual
Dude,
possibilities.
If we would've got stuck there, both of us wouldn't have got our license until, like, now.
Yeah,
They
I'm
would
not
have
even thinking
postponed
about
that bitch till we were 21.
You're right, dude. That's
Dude.
fucked, dude. But it was the middle of the night,
Yeah.
That's
Well, that's the
crazy.
most, that's when the cops are out, bro.
dude. Speaking of like, you were going to see Charlene, and I was going to see Carly.
Right,
I remember we made a $10 bet that I would be dating Carly longer than you would be dating Charlene. Is that insane? You're still dating Charlene, right?
Where my $5 at?
Dude, fuck. I guess I
Nah,
need
I'm
$10,
just kidding,
dude.
man.
Dude, I'm serious, because I remember making that bet, and then I started dating Taylor, and then you outlasted that relationship too. And I was like, fuck, I've thought about this, like, recently.
Well, I even told Charlene, like, and I've she's always known this, but like, I never thought I would have been still dating her.
Uh-huh. Dude, how long have you been dating? Since 2013?
It's gonna be 5 years and March 30th. It's been a long time, man. I would have never thought.
Dude, that's
I remember I
fucking...
got my first booty pic, and I was like, bro, you gotta see this.
I'd probably...
Yeah, you probably did.
Shout out to Charlene. I've probably seen you naked.
Yeah, she knows, bro. Damn, bro. This shit's halfway gone.
Yeah, dude. Pull me another, dude.
Dude. Okay, pause. You gotta drive me home, dude.
I know, dude. Alright, then don't pull me one.
I mean, if you want another one, then
Let me just finish my drink off, and we'll just chill, dude. It's only 1 o'clock. It's only 1 a.m. right now.
Alright, so realistically. Yo, are you going to Firefly?
Dude, I was about to ask you that.
Yeah, I am going to Firefly because
I just want to see posts.
Yeah, I want to see post, and I really want to see Travis Scott just for sicko mode.
Yeah.
I love that song.
I guess.
Yeah,
I was
man.
gonna. I was pregnant.
Yes, I did.
You didn't tell me, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
You got that flat pig.
I said I was like, man, I'm not trying to sound all weird, but like her boobs are getting bigger. And I was like, Sean, you need to take a pregnancy test, and you might be pregnant. She took a pregnancy test and it was negative, bro. So like she had taken one, like I would say like a month after we had went to Pennsylvania to visit my grandparents. She took one, she wasn't pregnant, and then we came back to Delaware. She went to her doctor, and I woke up, dude. It was like fucking 10 a.m. I hadn't even had a job yet, dude. Like never even started a job. My parents just
weren't you working at Zoomies?
Fuck no.
Your
dude.
mom told me that.
She did? Fuck my mom talking about.
Dude,
I applied, but I don't think I ever got hired.
I was fucking your mom way back when, but
what?
I'm joking. No, I'm pretty sure she. I don't know where I saw her, but
Yeah,
I'm
dude,
pretty
but like I thought Charlie was like 2 weeks pregnant at this time. She texted me and she was like, "Wow, I'm pregnant." And I was like, I woke up to this shit and I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Mm-hmm.
So like we go to the doctor and she's like, I think she said 14 weeks, and I was like, "Whoa, 14 weeks?" But she's already 2 months pregnant.
Mm-hmm. That's more like 3. That's more than 3 months pregnant.
Yeah, dude, I was shook, bro.
Dude,
because I had never worked a day in my life until then. Like my parents just enabled it. Like they were just like, oh, "Okay, play fucking Fortnite, do what you want, dude."
yeah.
Like, I didn't have strict parents. I mean, you probably know that too. Like I got caught stealing. Remember that shit I got?
Dude, we used to steal a lot.
I'm so ashamed.
Dude.
Do you remember the night I got caught stealing?
What'd you steal?
Shoes.
Then yeah, dude, you fucking threw. Dude, I remember.
Out,
dude, I was gone. Dude, we shoplifted a lot, dude. Dude, we stole so much shit, dude.
We got ahead of the game.
Dude, I'm just gonna tell you, dude, we were young, dude. We were young bulls stealing shoes, hoodies. It's gonna incriminate us, but fuck it, dude. We stole from you, dude.
Incriminate you? I already got caught for it, fool.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't fucking matter. Dude, you're probably going to get mad at this, but dude, we even stole from you after you guys stole from us, my family and your family. Remember you guys stole my fucking bike?
Oh, it was the longboards.
And we stole your longboards?
Oh, fuck, man, those were Gary's longboards. Yeah, I don't care. I didn't do that.
Dude, that shit was, dude.
Remember you called the cops? Remember Aaron called the cops?
Yeah, and you guys like pulled up on our camper, dog. We were fucking. Me and my brothers were living in the camper.
I was never involved in that, so I don't know if they actually stole anything from you guys.
No, you guys straight up stole my fucking bike, dude.
Pause.
Sean and Aaron.
Yeah.
Sean and Aaron. When did you guys do that? When? Well,
when did they do that? Because I had no fucking idea. Aaron was freaking out about his longboard. I was like,
dude, it was like you guys stole it one night, and then the next night we stole your fucking longboards. That was like,
he was
dude,
so pissed, bro. I remember he called the cops that night. I was
it
like,
was probably the next morning, and then they were under my shed, dude. Your longboards were under my shed, and there was a kitten under my shed that we had, and that kitten was about to give it away.
They did it?
Dude, we pulled up in your yard to play Manhunt, and you guys had it, and you guys spray painted it white, and it was poorly done. I was like, "Yo, motherfucker, stole my bike," and we just like took my bike and left.
See, dude, I didn't know any of that.
Dude, we played Manhunt every fucking weekend, and it was just like chilling in your yard. I was like, "All right, this is my fucking bike."
I remember Ananda called me fat.
Really?
Yeah, I got my shirt off during Manhunt. I had these like skinny fat titties.
Shout out to YouTube. Anyway, dude, I don't even know what I was gonna say, but back to me kicking your ass back in the day, dude. We ended up fighting on your trampoline. I was choking you out a whole bunch, and you got really mad and started crying and shit. And then we started fighting in the street, and it got pretty serious, and I pretty much just fucked you up right before you went on vacation.
Yep. Oh my god, bro. I was so pissed.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to fuck you up, but I ended up fucking you up anyway.
I remember that, dude. I think that's because that's the worst ass beating I've ever got in my life. I think that's the only time I've ever really got my ass whooped. Because I fought.
Alright, let's pause it right there, dude. let's get into it in the next one.
Do that proper 12 was so.
Task. Honestly, what's next for Conor McGregor? What do you think?
Conor McGregor. Okay. Speaking of Conor McGregor, the whole Khabib thing, I don't know if you kept up with this, but today I read he stays out until November until Zabit, is that his name?
Zabib, yeah, until he gets signed back.
And all them are back, because they're all suspended since the whole bullshit that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So until they're back, Khabib said he's not fighting, which I'm sure you probably knew of.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so
but honestly, I don't give a shit about a Khabib Conor rematch until a couple fights at least down the line. But Conor doesn't need that. Let's be honest. But
what's he smoked?
He's gonna get. He got smoked, but honestly, in the future, he might win. Who knows?
Since we're on that fight, hold on.
I fucking love Conor McGregor, but what's next for him? What's the next move for him?
Well, let me back it up a little bit. Since we're on the whole Conor Khabib shit, remember when? Did you watch that fight?
Yep.
Okay, so remember.
I was high as fuck.
So do you remember when they were fighting? Did you have the whole like philosophy that if it went on the ground, Conor was losing? Because that was my take on it. If they went on the ground, it was 100% loss for Conor.
Before the Conor Habib fight, I never watched the whole fight of Habib's. I'm gonna be honest. There was a time in between. I used to be a real big fan of UFC, and then I took time off. That's when Conor got big, and then Conor came back. I started to get back into UFC when Conor fought Floyd Mayweather, believe it or not.
It was a good fight.
But it was a good fight once you look back at it. At the time, it looked like Habib was dominating the whole thing. But
I was talking about Floyd Conor. That was
okay. That was a good fight.
As great as
I thought Conor could have knocked him out in one punch.
Oh yeah, for sure. The way
I just thought he was bigger and stronger and just could fuck him up, but
I think if that was Floyd in his prime, I think it would have went the same exact way. I think Floyd should have rocked him.
And I'm gonna be honest, I know nothing about boxing, but
me either.
But I think it was called a little too early. Like Conor was still up, but that's what they do in boxing. I guess they just fucking call fights when someone's like looks like a little bit tired. Conor said he could have went longer and always call his breath in like the later rounds. But who knows? I kind of hate when like people are like standing up perfectly fine just because they look a little weathered, and the referee calls fights. I hate that shit.
Yeah, if I was the ref, I would have definitely not called that fight yet. He didn't even drop. He was still there, you know. He was just tired. That's how Conor gets there. Remember in the Nate Diaz fight? He was the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So tired. But the whole Khabib Conor thing, I don't think that should ever be a rematch because you know Conor's gonna get smoked.
Yeah.
Khabib's just the better fighter, not stand up wise. But I thought it was in stand up wise. Remember when
I just think
Khabib just dropped him? Remember that?
Yep.
I never thought that would have happened.
Never thought that would have happened, but Conor was definitely fighting way too conservative. And if he would have just like let loose a little bit more, it would have been a different fight. But again, fuck, dude. But no, Conor, he's just been out of the cage for a while. I think it was the right move to fight Habib right out the gate, but it obviously wasn't the best move. Like for his legacy,
I don't think Khabib's that great, man.
Dude, I think he is, dude.
Honestly,
at the time I didn't like him.
I want to say
as time passed, I liked him more and more, and he just became more and more dominant. Looking back at his old fights, I mean,
my thing is, dude, the only person he has fought that's actually great is Alaquinta.
I like Quinta, but I've never heard about him until he fought Khabib. I've never heard about him until Conor fought Khabib, dude.
Dude, you gotta go back and watch the Kevin Lee Alaquinta fight. That was a great fight, dude.
All right, let's get back on task. What's next for Conor McGregor?
Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson.
Ooh, that's a different car. What the fuck's going on, dude? We're audio only.
Your audio's still there.
Audio's still here. We're audio only, dude.
I wouldn't even trip.
This is an audio only podcast, which is alright. Anyway, fuck that shit, dude.
Yeah, but like
dude, alright, next for Conor.
Yeah,
I
like I
think
was saying.
Cowboys next. Then,
Cowboys gonna smoke them.
No, I think Connor's gonna win.
You can't argue with that, man.
Cowboys gotten a good like roll going, like a good steam going towards his whatever the fuck. But Connor's gonna he's just gonna beat him. I don't know how it's gonna go yet, but he's gonna beat him, and Connor's gonna start getting back on his shit. Hopefully.
The thing with Conor McGregor is, one, he's my favorite fighter, so I want to think he would win.
Even
that
though
fight.
earlier on the podcast you said that
Israel
Israel Adesanya is your favorite fighter.
Yeah,
which I was about to question you on because you told me behind the scenes that Connor's your favorite fighter, but whatever.
Yeah. Israel's definitely my favorite fighter, but Conor, dude, I could if they ever fought, I think I'd want Israel to win for sure.
Versus Conor.
Yeah, I would want Israel to win, and also with Donald Cerrone, even though Conor is one of my favorite fighters, I think I would want Donald Cerrone to win because I think he just deserves it more. Dude, you can't. Dude.
I think he deserves the payday.
Yeah, dude, he's a
legend, Conor
bro.
can still be in his prime. Dude, he's only 30, 31.
Yeah, I know, dude. He's so young, but I think the money it just got to his head. He's made all his money because you got to think he came from poor.
He did, dude. There's just something about Conor that like just intrigues you and then gets you hooked.
If I was him, I'd stop fighting.
There's that, but I was watching a video on him earlier to keep his reputation and his popularity outside of fighting. He has to keep fighting. For now, at least for now. I think it was Chael Sonnen who said that.
I think it was too.
Because I watched it earlier today, but
it's a good podcast actually.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. It's just like what's next for Conor. I think is Cowboy, but down the road, obviously the Nate 3.
Yeah, I want to see a trilogy.
That's got to be like if that's his last fight. I don't think anyone's gonna be mad about that. Dude, it's just like so crazy how it's all happened.
I don't think Nate or Conor should retire anytime soon.
Nate's got to get in there, dude. He hasn't fought since he fought Conor.
He's good too, man. I don't think they realize how good he is.
Yeah,
he's a contender.
He is,
dude.
And he's like
he could probably beat Khabib for real.
Dude, there's Khabib, and who it is GSP. GSP would be Khabib. Oh my
god, bro, that would be such a good fight.
That'd be such a good fight, dude. There's like so many fights. If they would just make that 165 weight class, it would change the game, dude.
He just doesn't want to do it, man.
Dude, I think
he's part of the problem. Dana's an asshole.
Dude, he's part of the problem right now.
Yeah, he is.
Like, have you ever watched any interview where he's like doing like not asshole shit?
No.
He's like never answering like in a non-asshole way.
Because I said this to Siddhartha. I said Dana's just basically an ass. He's the worst thing for the sport, but he's also the best thing for the sport. You can't get rid of him. He's toxic.
He is toxic. He's like a toxic fucking lover, dude. But I mean, he was there for the. I don't want to get on Dana, but this is fucking crazy, dude. We're talking. It's just like, dude, just let it go. Like, I don't know why there's no sense in not having a 165. Like, and just making it 10 pounds. But there's like so many like super fights and like, dude, just like the whole year suspension and everything that's going on. It's just like so. What the fuck? Like,
yeah, dude.
Just let it rock, dude. Just put. If I was like, dude, I just want to. I wish there was like a way you could just see all of these fights right now, like Khabib versus GSP, Khabib versus Ferguson.
I don't
Ferguson
think that fight's ever gonna happen though.
That one, I mean, GSP's pushing for it, but yeah. Ferguson.
I think Khabib or GSP would win that.
Ferguson is owed. He's owed.
Ferguson's trash though.
He's undefeated, dude.
I know, but I think he's garbage. He hasn't fought anybody that I really think could beat him. I think if he fights Khabib or McGregor, I think both of them could beat him.
I want to see I want to see McGregor versus Ferguson.
McGregor's just got that power, man, and nobody expects it.
McGregor?
Yeah.
That was back in the day. That was at 145.
Dude, I still think he's got it, though.
I mean, I think it's more internal, and I think that's money's changed him. Yeah,
that's what I just said. Once he made that money, it's like he just gave up. and I think that's why they want to fight him. He's just a money fight.
He's just
now.
a money fight now, but he's also.
But that's why I said I think he needs to stop
Once
fighting.
once he gets a win back, like against
But who is he gonna beat?
Cowboy, that's
You gotta
that
think, man.
that's like a pure entertainment fight.
You think
but
Cowboy's really gonna lose to him?
yeah,
Dude, he's got that ground game, man. And you know Connor ain't good on the ground.
I think his ground's
What's
underrated.
it that right and that like
The left.
dude? Yeah, dude. Come on, man. He hitting that on. I don't know. I think it's just because those are like two of my favorite fighters. I have a lot of favorite fighters.
Honestly, I really only care about Conor McGregor.
I know, dude. Like I wanted to win so bad, but it's like every time I see him fight, it's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
It's not even. I hopped on the Conor train
He's got
so
more money than
late.
anybody in the UFC.
That's exactly where I'm going to next. I think, and I have it written down. Conor McGregor, dude, he can make his own fight league and fucking beat the UFC, dude.
Exact, dude.
I'm gonna be the first one to say it right now on the Shokes World podcast.
He's huge.
Not the next move for Conor McGregor, but down the line, dude, he's got way more followers than UFC Instagram. Dude, Conor McGregor, make your own fight championship. What is it called? Like fight league.
Yeah.
Dude, you know how many people Conor McGregor? All he has to do is sign a couple like big stars. He could sign Khabib to his own fight league.
Like Khabib said, though, he don't care about the money.
He doesn't care about the money. Dude, but he could sign like a bunch of people for like $40,000 a fight. And then he'd sign all their stars, UFC stars, and just make his own fight league. I thought about this today at work. And down the line, you know, Conor McGregor said, we're not here to take part, we're here to take over. Conor McGregor, down the line, I'm calling it right now, he's making his own fight league, and it's going to surpass the UFC at one point in time. And that's real shit. I thought about that shit at work today. And that was what I was going to, like, I'm glad I said it right now. I'm calling it right now. That's like real shit. Like, that's like.
I don't think anybody in the UFC will make as much money as him anymore.
Yeah, there's never going to be another
fight,
Conor.
Man, dude, that made him. That's why Khabib's trying to fight Mayweather, man. He says he doesn't care about the money, but he wants that money.
Speaking about the money for Khabib, I think it's.
Khabib would get fucking smoked if he fights Mayweather, bro.
I don't even know, but I haven't even gone into that. But
Dude.
taking $500,000 for him for that shit is kind of outrageous.
I think the whole Khabib thing, when he got that knockdown during McGregor, where he hit that fucking left, was it? I think it was left.
It was right.
Right, or whatever it was, dude. That was lucky. I think McGregor was literally just not expecting it. He was underestimating the shit out of him.
Well,
did
you see the Joe Rogan where it was like right after the fight when he was talking to Conor McGregor's coach?
Mm-hmm.
They said they mostly worked on wrestling defense and not a lot of wrestling offense. And that's what they thought was the problem with that fight.
The thing with Cotter is he panics under pressure. He doesn't know what to do. When he's on the ground and they could have the weakest choke. Say if it's you, for example, if you get your hands around his neck, bro, he's gonna tap. Don't you agree?
I disagree.
You don't think so?
One, he's only been choked out twice or 3 times. He's only been.
I can only think of Nick Diaz.
Nick Diaz, but also Nick Diaz is a jiu-jitsu master, and he had a good ass choke on him when he was sprawled flat on his stomach. One, you're gonna tap on that, and then also he had a fulcrum choke on him, which Joe Rogan said it feels like your head is being popped off.
You're talking about the Nick Diaz, right?
No, I'm talking about the Khabib fight, where it's
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Where it's kind of like pressing your chin,
but it's also
neck.
pushing your back forward, so it feels like you're being.
Yeah, I did watch
popped
that,
out of your skull.
Yeah, because he was saying that.
So he said
nobody would understand unless you were in that position. That's what he was saying.
It wasn't premature, but he didn't do the best defense on it.
Yeah.
He could have did a little bit better defense, but for the position he is, it wasn't premature for him to tap. So.
I don't know, man. I think his defense just is a little garbage.
His on the ground defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
He's just such a stand-up fighter, man. I don't think he could ever beat Khabib.
I mean,
Khabib's just a wrestler, man.
Dude, I can't.
I thought that, And then his stand up when he knocked him down, I was like, man, maybe he can hang.
Yeah, he can, dude. Obviously, he can hang, but
I just want
dude,
somebody
there's
to beat
got
him
to be
so bad.
someone who can beat Habib.
That's why I
And I
said
think it's
Nate, dude.
GSP, dude, or Nate. Nate.
I think
I
Nate
want to see
Diaz or
Nate,
GSP.
and then I want to see fucking
Tony Ferguson's
GSP.
not gonna beat him. I don't think Tony Ferguson is that great.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a good ass fight.
Yeah, it will be, but I don't think he's gonna beat
Dude,
him.
but
I think
Tony
Conor could
Ferguson
beat-
is so different.
You know, he looks like a vampire, dude. I think he should be up in
Yeah,
the
that's
weight
true.
class. Don't you think so? He looks
Yeah.
like he's like cutting that weight a little too vigorously.
Well,
if
I don't
that's
really
the
know
right
about
word.
that. I think the 145-pounder champion is cutting weight too
I say
thin.
TJ Dillashaw just come up and just fucking people up.
I don't like TJ Dillashaw.
Nah, me either. I don't think.
No,
he'd
what's
ever
that one
beat
dude's name? Anthony. No. Was it the 145-pound champion? He just won his last fight.
Henry Cejudo?
No. The one above that. The one who Connor beat, but is like a.
Max
Bro-
Holloway.
He's cutting weight too closely.
I think Max Holloway could probably stand a chance against Khabib. Khabib's just so
He got
strong, man.
smoked
He's
by
just so
Conor.
strong in that weight class. Like he's meant to be there. You know, how a lot of them will cut
Habib?
weight to be
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
but I think Khabib is really.
But
just
he
stand
could also
still
become a
weight there.
two-time champion at 165.
Yeah,
I
Max
think-
Holloway's a fucking problem, dog. Conor did beat him, but I don't really
I think
know.
Connor would beat him again at 155.
Dude, that's just the UFC is just so tricky because like when you look at the WBC, you know Ryan Garcia. Have you looked at him? He's like the number one prospect.
I have.
He's a good ass fighter, but I don't think he's beaten anybody like
Yeah,
Gervonta
but
Davis. He's not.
He
beaten
has.
him.
He's only like 14-0. He has a good
Yeah.
future.
Yeah, he does have a good future, but like he's calling out Gervonta Davis, which I think is like the lightweight champion. Maybe I might be wrong. I probably am wrong, but that's a good ass fighter, dude. And then you look at somebody like what's the other dude, the heavyweight? What the fuck is his name? He just beat Tyson Fury.
Well, they tied.
Yeah.
It's Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, Devontae Wilder. Like, dude, that fight was fucked. That fight was so fucked.
What do you mean?
Tyson Fury fucked that full up.
That's the white guy, right?
Yeah. Dude, he
Yeah.
won that fight. That dude got
Apparently, it's like
one
turn. It's like
knockdown.
10-2, like
That's why I don't
rounds.
like boxing, man. The boxing judges are just fucked.
Yeah, I mean,
If you got one knockdown, you won that fight, dude. Hell no. And I get there's a champion's advantage, but dog, come on.
that's a good way to put it. Champion's advantage.
That fool got smoked.
Yeah, I
He
didn't
got
see the whole fight, but
one
I know
knockdown.
that a lot of people agreed that
What was
the
it, like
white
the
guy won.
11th round? He got knocked down.
Yeah,
dude?
and then he came right back up, dude. he said he envisioned Mickey from fucking Rockies coming up and saying, "Get up, you son of a bitch," and that shit killed me.
I don't know if you watched that fight,
Dude, I didn't
like,
watch the whole fight. I watched the highlights, and I've watched all
dude,
the
he got
Rockies.
knocked down, and I was like, damn, dude, that fool's knocked down. He got up like nothing happened. I was like, what the fuck, dude? He's immortal, bro.
Yeah. And then I thought like an instant rematch was gonna come out of that, but apparently now they're fighting like different people.
You know, in a sense, though, that's why I like boxing, because they give him a 10-second, like, if you're good.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, but UFC, if you're fucking knocked down,
Well,
dude,
you're just
done.
getting ground and pounded.
Yeah, you're done, dude.
Dude, but I watched on Instagram, is this like yesterday, top 5 heavyweight knockouts or some shit like that, or fights. And dude, these people were fucking slumped. I don't know what it is about heavyweights, dude, but they come up after they've been slumped. They can stand back up and act like they're fighting, and they come back and knock the fucking person out.
Speaking
look
of
at UFC
heavyweights, so Francis,
Instagram, dude. Oh my god, dude. They just, I don't know. It's something about them being bigger. They get slumped and they can come back up, and like they can ground and pound it for like 2 hits and come back up and knock that person out.
heavyweights, man, they got power. Derek Lewis, man, he's got
They can
power.
just take a bigger hit.
Good dog. So Francis, what's his name? Naganua.
I don't fucking know, dude.
Cain
Cain
Velasquez.
Velasquez.
They fight. What is it? Sunday.
Tomorrow, Sunday, yeah.
Oh, is it?
No,
Saturday?
Sunday.
Saturday. Yeah, because it's in like Australia or some shit, right?
It's in
New
Phoenix.
Oh, well, fuck, I'm totally wrong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say Francis knocks him out in the first
Really? All right, let's make our
But
predictions.
then again, I like Cain Velasquez, so I would like to see Cain
I
Velasquez
used
win.
when
but
Cain Velasquez
he's-
was on top. I didn't like him just because he seemed. I don't know why,
you know
but
how much
look
power
him.
he had in UFC. He was like one hit, dude. You could one hit him off the fucking 453 mark.
Dude, I don't know who's gonna win that fight. I honestly have. I
Remember
can't.
Bob Sapp in UFC Undisputed 2010 or whatever it was.
Bob Sapp was a joke in that game. He
Remember
ended up
Kevin
being like one of
Randleman?
those
You know
people.
He died.
He died.
Kevin Randleman. Yeah, he's dead, dude.
Kevin Randleman. That was that buff ass dude, right?
Remember he could like suplex anybody, dude, in UFC 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I used to use him all the time. He's fucking.
Yeah, that was that one dude. He died.
Yeah, dude. I think he died. I'm pretty sure he died.
I'll look that up.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm pretty sure he died though. NCAA champ or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Cain Velasquez is gonna come back and he's gonna get fucked up. He's not ready. He doesn't know what he's.
Well, here's the thing. Which I think I don't know much about this fight coming up, but what I do know is I know is that what's his name? The Ngannou.
Yeah.
He's the guy coming up, and Cain Velasquez is kind of like the old head. So it's always kind of like the guy coming up who's trying to become the champion. It's his job to knock the old guy out.
Yeah, and that's what I thought about the Anderson Silva fight. But
That's
like,
exactly what I'm trying. What I'm talking about.
it's kind of like a mirror fight. Like
Yeah, but
whoever-
Cain Velasquez is only out because of injuries. He's not.
Did you see what Cain Velasquez said about John Jones though?
I did see that. He said that he's like a tough challenge, but he thinks he can beat him.
No way.
Fucking
way,
In his prime, maybe.
Yeah, in his prime.
Dude,
yeah.
I didn't realize how nasty Cain Velasquez was in his prime until
Dude, he was,
now.
dude.
I didn't realize it, and
Yeah,
then
it's funny you say that, dude. But remember how
he's had like a negative vibe. To me, he had a negative vibe around him when it was in his prime and he was a champion.
haters.
Dos Santos seemed like the more clean cut guy, and
He's still a contender.
he is, and now they're both kind of like on the end of their careers. It seems like I just don't know. UFC is kind of old. I'm coming in just like for like fuck, dude. My opinion is just like so fucked on UFC, but because they kind of stopped watching after a while. I don't like Daniel Cormier.
Me either.
I don't like him. I
don't think he's that.
he's
good.
a bitch, dude,
I think
and I think he's just a puppet. He's just like a poster boy.
I think the whole Stipe fight. I think that was luck. I think Stipe could fuck him up, and not even that.
I think he deserves a rematch.
Yeah, I think he does too, and I think that if John Jones does happen to go up to heavyweight, he's gonna get smoked. You're never gonna beat that fool.
You're never gonna beat John Jones.
Dude, he's so good, and even if he's dope,
it's just
dude.
like what I don't like about Daniel Cormier. I started to gain a little bit of respect about him when he beat Derek Lewis the way he did.
Because like Lewis ain't that good.
He's not that good, but he had the momentum. He had the momentum. And I was like one of those situations where when I thought the underdog was gonna just knock him out randomly in like the fucking whatever first second round. Daniel Cormier, the amount of shit that you talk to John Jones, it doesn't correlate to how much you were crying after you knocked you the fuck out the second fight. You can't get knocked out and then start talking shit. Exactly. But that's exactly what I'm going at. Don't do it to yourself. Just don't fight him at heavyweight. I mean, it's better for you at heavyweight. Either way, John Jones isn't the look for you.
My thing is, dude, like, if you're gonna talk shit on John Jones, you gotta beat him. And you haven't beat him sober, and you haven't beat him doped up.
Yeah.
And I don't think him doped. Dude, honestly, I don't think he cheated. But I think someone laced his shit. Why? Like, why would you dope? You're literally the best fighter that's ever been in the UFC. Do you agree?
Dude, definitely. The only reason he's lost is from beating the guy's ass too hard.
What was it like?
Is the 12-6? He elbows someone in the head like 12-6, like straight up. Dude, he got it like disqualification or no contest or some shit.
You can't talk shit on somebody that's fucked you up twice. Roided up or not, dude, but like.
Yeah, I don't think roids have.
I don't think.
But the thing that interests me about.
Dude?
What?
Roids, like, what do they just make you bigger? There's no way they make you
whatever you're training for, they make you better at that. If you're training for strength, they make you better at strength. If you're training to look better, they make you better at that. Whatever you're
It's just a
trying to
sticky
be, they make you a
situation, man.
bigger at that. So if
It's
you're
sticky.
if you're an asshole and you're good on roids, you're just a bigger asshole.
Who has Daniel Cormier beat? That's actually like a.
I don't
Yeah,
like
so-
Daniel Cormier. There's
Or-
something
other-
about him
other
I
than
don't like.
Vince, like,
He's
what
just
does
a
that do?
phony. He
What-
seems like a phony.
He's a bitch, bro. I'd fuck him up. Not actually, but
No, okay, but the thing about Anthony Smith versus John Jones. Anthony
Dude.
Smith says that he's fought a bunch of people on dope already, and he's beat them, and that's what makes it interesting. That it doesn't matter if John Jones is on dope or
I
not.
can't believe you've never seen him fight, man.
I've just seen the highlights.
Dude, you gotta watch.
Is he good? He's good. He must
Dude.
be good.
It's not even that he's good. He's kind of just one of those fighters, you know, where they get gas, but they still have that power. Like Derek Lewis, for example.
Yeah.
He got gas, but they still got that knockout power. It's
Dude, I
like-
thought it was crazy how they made Daniel Lewis or whatever the fuck his name is.
Derek
Derek
Lewis is
Lewis.
trash,
He
though, bro.
fought like 1 month in a row. Dude, like he's like fought on the Conor McGregor card, and then he fought in December.
Don't you agree,
Or
man?
whatever.
You've seen Derek Lewis fight, right? He's garbage. I mean, he's good at wrestling.
Dude, he just fought dude, he's just like he's fighting. He's just I don't know.
Like he's good, but I
He
think
just has that
dude,
knockout power.
I think I just see shit for what it is, and like I'm just like, you know, like you got stamina and all that shit, but Derek Lewis, he gets gassed because he's fucking fat as fuck. He has no training. Like he said,
Popeye chicken.
he said before the what was it? What was the dude's name?
He's like the clean cut
What
fucking
was his
Kimbo
name?
Slice dude.
Volkanovski, Alex Volkanovski or
The
some shit.
white guy from Russia.
Yeah, he knocked him out with like the fucking what, like 3 seconds left.
10
Or
seconds
some
left,
shit like that, dude.
That was
Like,
insane, dude.
You got lucky, and I said before that, I was like, man, watch him knock him out in the last 10 seconds.
You said that?
I said that.
I'm
when
pretty
I was
sure-
watching
dude,
it.
I
My dad
invited
was
you-
Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, no way you called that.
Dude,
I'm
you
like,
should have came over for that. Next
dude, I didn't know
UFC.
how close you live, bro.
Dude, next UFC, come over for the
Nah, dude,
I
any-
think Sartha was talking about.
Dude,
Come
any
in-
fight I'll come over because I
come
have
over,
ties to these fights, dude. I have a good ass website. I'll just put that bitch on the TV, dude.
Yeah, dude, definitely. Sartha was talking about watching the card that's coming up with Tyron Woodley and John Jones and Ben Askren. And I was like, yeah, dude, let me ask Tyler if he wants to come over and watch it. Dude, you definitely should. You want to?
Yeah, I'll definitely be here. If I'm off, it depends if I'm, well, not even if I'm off, it just depends on what sleep I get, because I don't go until 2 a.m., so. But like I'm saying with the Derek Lewis thing, because we gotta wrap this up soon.
It's at 30 minutes now, this last one.
Yeah, I gotta wrap this up soon. Derek Lewis, he's trash. Everybody knows he's trash.
Dude,
He's just
how did he get a title fight?
He's got that fucking fire, dude.
He does-
He
he
just
had-
has that power.
He had
Like,
that, after
gets
beating that
gassed.
Russian dude,
He doesn't
he
train.
had that momentum that got him into a title fight.
I'm not
Dude,
saying
I'm
he's
not gonna
trash.
lie, dude. I had him beating. I had him
I
knocking
didn't.
him out, dude.
I didn't.
I wish he would, because I hated Daniel Cormier at the time. But after that fight, I realized I was like, okay, Daniel Cormier is a little bit more content and a little bit
He's
more
a
disciplined.
brawler. That's the word for it. He's a brawler.
He
dude.
just outskilled him and outclassed him. That's
Dude,
honestly
nah,
it.
man. I think what they
He's a much better fighter than Derek Lewis.
He plays possum. I think is what it is.
Derek Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
once
like-
he's on the ground, he's
'Cause
like,
if you look
fuck.
at him and like the other heavyweight division, he's fat, dude.
Yeah,
He's just
Dan-
heavy.
back in the day, he would have did much better.
Yeah. But
Dude,
more or
but
less, I think it's just what he is he just has that power just sitting there, dude. He's a fucking big ass dude. He's got kids. And you think about it, and like that's like I was saying earlier. Once you got kids, man. It's like,
yeah, he does have
killer-
kids. That's the only reason why he's
Killer
fighting.
be killed, man. And you fucking throw that right hand, bro. And it's lights out for the other dude.
He's just a reincarnated Kimbo Slice.
Nah, I don't think he's trash.
He's not trash.
Nah,
He's a
nah,
world class fighter.
Yeah.
But off of UFC, because we talk about that shit for a hot ass minute. Dude, let's talk about your fucking music, dude.
What about it?
Dude, play a fucking sample of that shit, please, dude. Alright, so alright, look that, please get it up on your phone. But the song that you sent me,
I have no idea.
I could get it up, but dude. The fucking King of the Sting is finally up, dude. Dude. Anyway, I sent him play that shit. What made you get into music? Because you said you wanted to start a podcast,
Alright,
but you had him like
okay. So pause. What happened was I bought this mic. It was $100. I wanted to start a podcast. This is why I said it was so crazy that you started a podcast. 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
it's ridiculous how relatable we are. I bought this mic. I wanted to start a podcast. I was gonna call the podcast The Journey. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just gonna be exactly the same shit like you said in the intro. You were gonna be like young Delaware talent, all that shit. It was gonna be the same damn thing.
But now, honestly, I'm on like more of just shooting the shit with my friends.
Exactly. But you got people in here that are interesting, man. And the whole music thing is, I'd never started the podcast, and I saw people making music, like Lil Pump, for example. It's like, wow, he's just saying the same thing over and over again.
Yep.
I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I made this song called 9:30, and my boy happened to hop on it. And it was good, like it did good. It got like 1,000 plays or whatever. And I was like, wow, I could just actually do this and maybe get popping off of it. And that was really all it was. I never had thought about making music before that. I was just like, wow, I could do this. Like that was really all it was. I had no idea that I had this like intellect in my head where I could like rhyme words.
Okay, so when we stopped being friends, you weren't into music like that.
Fuck no.
I don't think so. Then
I mean,
now that we're friends, yeah, obviously. Now you're making music, dude. Play some of your shit. Play the song you sent to me.
I don't know what I sent to you.
What was the song that you like released to the public and your girlfriend said you're proud of it? She was proud of it.
That was Too Far.
Yeah. That was it. You play just like a 10 seconds of it.
Like the song is
Yeah, play the middle.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was just depressed here, man.
About what?
Just life, man. Realistically, just life.
I can't feel the fucking love, babe, come back to me. I'm drowning in my own sorrow, why can't you see? I'm always drinking, I can't see what's in front of me.
Facts.
Tried to take my own life, what did you do to me? I'm always sipping so I can't feel this fucking pain.
It's just facts, man.
Dude, but when I hear that, I get like a instant like X vibe. But like,
dude.
Okay, from other like shit that I've heard, like that sounds like pretty damn good. Like it's comparable to like professional like signed shit.
See, like I would say that myself, but if I were to say that to myself, it would sound cocky.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely. Well, but you kind of need that, especially in the music world. But dude, when you sent that to me, I was like, okay, this shit's actually good.
Yeah.
Are you coming out with like an album or no? Like, or like, are you coming out with like how many songs have you made?
Dude, at least 50.
So are you coming out with anything like a whole album or putting together an album?
I have a 7-song mixtape that's coming out called Sober. That's about it.
When's that coming out?
What's today's date? Probably next month, if anything. The only thing with making music is you have to mix it. You have to make it sound better than what it is. Because when you record with... What is like anything I could say? Like... When you make it like raw audio, you can hear a lot of background noise, shit like that. You have to make a noise gate and all that. It's just like...
So you're just working on it?
Yeah, it's just mixing. Saying. Like everything's recorded. It's just mixing. Man.
Okay. And what's it called? You said It's a mixtape?
Yeah,
called Sober. And where can people find that at?
SoundCloud.com.
And what's your SoundCloud hand? It was like a handle.
SoundCloud.com/BustaXO.
BustaXO, wow.
BustaEXO.
Dude, that's from a while ago, dude. That's
crazy. You can't change it. I made it a while ago, and you can't change it. It would be T-Stacks, but
T-Stacks, yeah, with a V in it, right?
Yup, but it's BustaXO. You can never change that.
And what's your Instagram handle?
TSTBCKS.
Dude, it's a long ass fucking show, dude. It's gonna be crazy. I don't know what we're gonna do about it. But is there anything else you wanna promote? You got a YouTube channel? No.
I mean, I have a YouTube, but I'm sure people probably don't want to watch Rocket League videos, and I'm not gonna advertise that. So I'm just gonna say thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Dude, I appreciate you being on. Dude, it's been
Dude, you're a hard man
Dude.
to get a hold of, bro.
Dude, what are you talking about,
Your
dude?
schedules just don't clash. Man.
Well, yeah, dude, I'm glad it did, dude. It's
I
definitely
feel like
been
I
like
should
a
have been the
crazy
first
one.
episode.
Dude, did I not try? Dude, I
Straight
tried
up.
to get you on weeks ago.
I
Weeks
know,
ago.
dude. I know.
Did I?
No, you did. You definitely
And you're
did.
the one, man. But it's all good, dude. This one's been a crazy one. Definitely, you can reach me at Ashoka Garrett on Instagram, and you can follow the podcast channel at Shokes World on Instagram. Please like and subscribe. This been a crazy episode. It's gonna be all fucked up and shit in post editing, but dude, it's been a fun one, and it's been kind of off the wall. I'm fucking glad you came. Dude, fuck me, dude.
Appreciate it.
Fuck, it's a wild episode. I'm fucking tired, dude. It's 2 a.m. right now. Holy shit. All right, there you go. Shokes World, man. This has been a fun episode. Unofficially sponsored by Proper 12. Officially, unofficially sponsored by. Go check out my man Hunter Nelson's website and his company SoulSpark at soulsparkapparel.com. You owe me money for that. Just kidding. Yeah, dude, it's been fucking fun. Dude, this is off the script. Fuck, man. Peace. Dude, holy shit.